My most anticipated movie of the year is Deadpool 3. But my second most anticipated movie of the year, and then it's a long way down to the number 3, is Dune Part 2. I love the first Dune movie. I was talking to Rob about it, saying I just can't imagine, when you look at the books, I can't imagine anybody translating the books to movies better than what Denis Villeneuve did in Part 1. Won 6 Academy Awards, the most of any other movie that year at the Oscars. It was supposed to come out at the end of 2023. The writers and the actors strike left them without the ability to use their star-studded cast to promote the film, so they pushed it out. And now I'm personally just 4 days away from watching it. And then another about 5 days after that, it opens up publicly. Very exciting. Now, we had heard the first reactions from the public audience that saw it in France. So just average filmgoers went to go see it, and the average filmgoers lost their minds. We talked about that about a week and a half ago. Well, then the premiere happened, and the journalists who went to go see it at the premiere put out their first initial reactions, and they were off the charts, just like the filmgoers were. But you know how it is. I mean, sometimes your first reaction, you only have 140 characters or whatever it is you're going to put in there. And you want to focus on the good stuff and you leave everything else for the full reviews. Well, the full review embargo for Dune Part 2 lifted today. And as of right now, there are 91 full reviews registered with Rotten Tomatoes. And it is currently holding a 97%. 97% over there. We've seen, a number of people that I know who have seen the film have absolutely lost their minds over it. Like I was talking to one guy yesterday who was saying things like, I don't want to get ahead of myself because I just saw it recently, but it might be my all-time favorite movie now. And this is somebody in the film sphere who's seen a hell of a lot of movies. It's like, I just saw it, so I've just had the experience. Give me a week or two to think about it, but I mean, it might be my all-time favorite movie. I don't know, just because that is for him doesn't mean it's going to be for me, doesn't mean it's going to be for you. But
was that Harloff?
No, it wasn't. But I saw Harloff's review too.
Because he was weeping almost.
Oh yeah,
he was emotionally drained.
Oh yeah, no, that dude was using words like perfection.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. But listen, I'll tell you what. The previews I've seen have been mind-blowing. The first film was insanely good. The first reactions from the film audiences was off the charts. The first reactions from the journalists were off the charts. Now the full reviews, which normally get tempered a little bit more, not getting tempered here. They're off the charts. So Rob, I can't remember the last time. I'm sure I have been. I'm just saying right now, I can't remember the last time I've been this psychotically excited about getting over to the theater and seeing a movie like I am for this Sunday. Because this Sunday, it's the advanced fan screening. So I think there's about, 60 or 70 theaters across the country that are going to do this. So a lot of people are going to get to see it on Sunday. Ray got us some tickets, so we're going to go see it on Sunday. I just can't remember the last time I've been this excited. I can't remember the last time I've seen this type of positive audience and critical reactions and ratings going into it. Are you surprised to see the numbers this high? Where's your expectation level right now? You're a big Dune guy, so what do you make of this?
Dude, first of all, it's off the charts. My anticipation for this movie is as high as it could possibly be for a film, because what I think is really important about this movie, you always describe movies as experiential events.
Right.
I don't think the first Dune, I saw it with my friend Michelle on the Warner Brothers lot in the Steve Ross Theater, which is tweaked to perfection. I don't think there's another movie that could be described as experiential as much as this can be. It truly is. I mean, it doesn't feel like you're necessarily watching a film. It feels like you're being immersed in a way that no other film does. I know you're still watching a movie and there's not sand blowing in your face, but it's the closest watching a movie can actually come to transporting you to Arrakis and feeling it. I mean, and I've never seen, I don't know, I always talk about verisimilitude and creating that quality of being real. I don't think I've ever seen a movie that comes anywhere near close to doing what this movie does in terms of being an experiential event. That was the first one. And by all accounts, everyone says, obviously, the storyline's much more amped up. We go to war in this movie. And I've always loved, I love the book since I read it when I was 10 years old. You know, I was so excited about this and just Dune. I was watching my David Lynch 4K set. I got from Australia this really cool box set of the TV miniseries, both Dune and Children of Dune from the Sci-Fi Channel. It comes in a big box that actually has a 750-piece Lego sandworm that you get to build.
Oh my God.
Including a hardcover book.
Does it come together as a popcorn bucket?
It does not.
Oh, okay.
But I did see, hilariously, Chris Gore stuck his Dune sandworm from 1984, which is really phallic. They made it, and he stuck it in the popcorn bucket. That was too much. He's getting demonetized, I'm sure. But when I wanted to do the same thing, I'm like, I don't have a Dune sandworm, and they made ornithopters from Dune. They made model kits. I want to go back and get all that vintage Dune stuff. They made action figures.
What was the Microsoft thing, Ray? That they?
It's the ornithopter. It's the ornithopter, right? Microsoft simulator.
Flight
Right.
simulator.
Oh, that's what it was.
And
right,
you know
right.
what? You know what I got coming this week? The
Flight
Lego ornithopter.
There you go.
yeah.
I got my Lego ornithopter coming in. I'm all Duned out, buddy. I want Dune all day, every day.
We are ready to go, and like I really think, I don't know what's going to make opening weekend. I don't. I'm still guessing around 75 million, but just to get that popcorn bucket might drive it to 150.
I
People are going to be lining up to get that collectible popcorn bucket.
I think, like Oppenheimer, this is a big boost for IMAX screens.
Yeah.
And I think, the design, the fact that this movie is made for large format screens and being experienced with that kind of a sound system. The loudest thing in the world I ever heard at a concert, speaking of your favorite band, was when U2 was playing the Joshua Tree Tour. And I saw them at the Rose Bowl. And I was sitting back from the stage, and when they played Bullet the Blue Sky,
Oh, I love that song.
I've never felt a sound in my body like that until I saw Dune at the Steve Ross Theater.
You haven't gone to enough raves.
Well, no,
Yeah,
but it was
Robert
different.
Meyer, that's what he was saying on his tombstone. Didn't go to enough raves.
I did, though. I went to lots of EDM shows.
We want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Factor. Guys, some days it's great to prepare your own meal, but some days it's great to have wonderful, delicious meals already ready to go. Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals makes eating better every day easy. Wherever tomorrow takes you, be ready with pre-prepared, chef-crafted, and dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. You'll have over 35 different options a week to choose from, including keto, calorie smart, vegan, veggie, and more. And there's even more to enjoy with over 55 nutrition-packed add-ons that help make your weekly meal planning even more delicious. So what are you waiting for? Get started today and have a feel-good week of meals ready to go. They've got snacks, smoothies, and more. Discover a wide variety of easy options for the entire day, like breakfast, midday bites, and more. And guys, you get to save. We've done the math. Factor is less expensive than takeout, and every meal is dietitian approved to be nutritious and delicious. So guys, head to factormeals.com/Campea50 and use the code Campea50 to get 50% off. That's code Campea50 at factormeals.com/Campea50 to get 50% off. All right, guys, question is for you. What do you think about that? The first reactions were the first reactions, but now we're getting the full reviews. It's sitting at 97%. Might go down, might go up, but there's already almost 100 in there, so I don't know how much it's going to move. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.